Shalom. And I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wacha Kodash. The belongings to my teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to your Akim that's out there listening, pushing for this word with truth and sincerity, and your few Akwath as well that's listening with sincerity. All right, today I'm just coming back at you guys through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and I'm just gonna make a real quick lesson, all right, on how that the Lord, okay, is coming to save only a few. Okay, the Lord is only coming to save a few of our people. Okay, because the Lord is not coming to save the mass majority of the world. First and foremost, it tells you, that Yahweh Shai in Matthew's. Matter of fact, let's start with this in Matthew's 1, real quick. Okay, in Matthew's 1 and verse 21, it reads, "And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahweh Shai, and he shall save his people from their sins." Already, okay, the Messiah, okay, being Yahweh Shai, the son of the Heavenly Father, okay, whose name is Yahweh, which means he is. All right, already, his son was only brought forth to save his people. Okay, and who are his people? The Israelites. Okay, that already, lets you know that, hey, that the Lord only came for a specific group of people, not the whole world. And also within that group of people, all right, he's only going to save a few, because not all Israel are of Israel. Okay, there's only an elect number that's going to be saved. All right, that's why I wanted to start with 2nd Esdras, right, 8 and verse 1, where it says this, 2nd Esdras 8 and 1, "And he answered me and said, The Most High made this world for many, but the world to come for few." Yes, the world to come is for few. It is not for many. All right? Because also scriptures tell you that what? Many are called, but few are chosen. Right? Let's write this. Salakia. Few. All right, this is in the book of Matthew. Right? 22 and verse 14. "For many are called, but few are chosen." Yes, because what? The world to come is for few. All right? Indeed, many are called. Okay, the Lord, is letting everybody hear this truth, man, especially they of our people. Right? Okay, in order for the end to come, does not say in prophecy that what? This truth must be preached throughout the four corners of the earth, and then shall the end come. Right? Let's read that real quick. Okay, this is Matthew 24 and 14. "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come." Okay, first and foremost, before the end to come, right, this truth has to be pushed forth throughout all the four corners of the earth. Okay, then for the place to come, and then Yahweh Shai to come and save his elect. All right, so indeed, right, many are called, but few are chosen. Okay, all right, many are called, man. The Lord is giving our people a chance to come back. The doors of mercy are open. You see, that's why it tells you in Isaiah, "Seek ye the Lord while he may be found," right? Right, because the doors of mercy are open. The prophets are out there, all right, and the highways and hedges, okay, pushing forth this word, man. And also on YouTube, putting out lessons, being fishers of men, right? So indeed, the doors of mercy are open. So this is Isaiah 55 and verse 6. "Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon." Yes, okay, the Lord is going to pardon if you forsake your wicked way and come back unto him. Okay, so that's why it tells you many are called, but few are chosen. Because at the end of the day, not everybody's going to take that calling, man. Okay, not everybody that goes out there, in their day-to-day, they come across a camp, they're going to, drop everything that they were doing just to listen, unto the good news, on how to gain salvation. Not everybody's going to do that, man. The mass majority of them, okay, of our people are just going to shrug the shoulder and walk away. Showing you that what? Many are called, but few are chosen, man. Okay, some might come into the truth, put their feet and test the waters, and then fall out because it wasn't for them. You see, because at the end of the day, only the elect's going to receive this truth, right? Which it tells you in Romans 11 and 7, right? What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for it, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Okay, only the election is going to receive this truth, because once again, what? The world to come is for few. It's not for many. The mass majority of our people, being the Israelites, right? The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, they're wicked, man. Okay? They don't want to frame their words to turn back unto the Lord. All right? That's why the world to come is for few. Although, all Israel is going to be saved with an everlasting salvation, but mainly focusing on the deliverance, it's only going to be a few that's going to be saved for that deliverance, man. And then, once the kingdom is established, the rest of our people are going to come back to the loins of the elect. All right? So let's go back to that second Esdras, because there was a bit more. Okay, second Esdras 8 and verse 1 again. And he answered me, saying, the Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come for few. Yes, indeed, that few is the elect. Okay? It's only for the elect, right? Verse 2, I will tell thee a similitude, Esdras, meaning a comparison, an example, right? As when thou askest the earth, it shall say unto thee, that it giveth much mold thereof, that it giveth much mold whereof earthen vessels are made, right? But little dust that gold cometh of, even so is the course of this present world. Yes. Okay. The Lord give Esdras an example of how that, there's a lot of mold, meaning earth, that can make earthen vessels, such as vases, earthen vases, so on and so forth. But what? There's little dust that gold cometh of, It's not everywhere that you're going to find gold. There's specific areas on the planet Earth that you have to go to get gold. Like Haiti has gold, certain parts of Africa has gold, right? Not everywhere, you could just go dig and find gold. And it's the same thing with the elect. You see? Only a few, like we read in Romans 11 and 7, right? Only the election hath obtained it. Because what? The Lord is comparing us to that little dust that gold cometh of. That's us, man. And that makes me think of the book of Zechariah 13, right? How that he's going to try us as gold is tried. Because we are that gold indeed. Abaratazah will be of the elect. You see? This is Zechariah 13 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. Yeah, that two part, speaking about the 2/3 of a people. Because once again, they're wicked. They're not going to turn back until the Heavenly Father on this side, man. Okay, the Lord only left us a remnant, right? Like it says in the book of Isaiah, right? 1 and verse 9, except the Lord of hosts hath left us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. Yes, the Lord left, us a small remnant. Okay, the Lord, like it says in Romans, reserved 7,000 men that have not bound the knee to Baal. Okay, representing the elects. That's that small remnant, man. If there wasn't a small remnant, we would have been like Sodom and like unto Gomorrah, man. Okay? You see? Back to Zechariah, right? 13 and 8 again. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, and the third shall be left therein. Yeah, the 2 parts speaking about the 2/3 of a people, and the 1 part is what? The elect. Okay, that small remnant that the Lord left. That's that 1/3, man. Okay. And I will bring the 3rd part, meaning the elect, to the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. Right? Just like we read in 2nd Esdras 8, the small dust, that gold cometh of, representative of the elect. Yeah, because the Lord is going to try us as gold is tried in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. So that he sees his image within us. That's why it's called Jacob's trouble, because Jacob is going to have to go through that trouble, man. Jacob cannot escape that trouble. It's called Jacob's trouble for a reason. For what? For the elect to be tried. Okay, to see what they're made of. Right? There's a particular precept in one of the letters of Paul where it says, every man shall be tried to see what the work is of, if it's of stubble, gold, precious stone, roughly paraphrasing. Okay, only the elect's gonna have those precious stones be that gold. Okay? But the rest that's hay and stubble, that's the 2/3, man. Because they're not founded upon the Lord, man. Their trust is in Esau, man. Okay, Esau being the so-called white man. Okay, they trust in Esau's pseudoscience instead, man. That's why a lot of them, they went and took the Beetlejuice. And now what do you see is happening, man? Okay? A lot of people, are dropping like flies now that took that thing. All right? They shall call on my name, and I will hear. Salakia. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power. Yes, we're gonna be tried like gold is tried, right? And also another precept that's coming to mind is how that in that time of Jacob's trouble, the Lord said He's gonna make a man more precious than fine gold, even than the gold of Ophir, which ties in with that second Esdras, which we read, right? So let's go back to that second Esdras. There's another part I want to get in that chapter, that's also, ties into the lesson, right? This is second Esdras 8 in verse, verse 40, right? Like, as I have spoken now, so shall it come to pass. For as the husbandman soweth much seed upon the ground, and planteth many trees, and yet the thing that is sown good in his season cometh not up, neither doth all that is planted take root, even so is it of them that are sown in the world, they shall not all be saved. Yes, okay, because indeed, the Lord is giving Esdras an example. How like a husbandman plants seed, he plants good seed, and some bad seeds, right? But not all of them is gonna take a root and grow into trees, right? You see? And the same way he's saying, not everybody that I put in this world is gonna be saved, because not all of them are righteous people, man. Okay? Because before, when you go up in the chapter, Esdras was basically beseeching the Lord to remember the righteous. Have mercy upon the righteous. Don't just focus on the wicked, but remember the righteous and give them their reward. Be merciful. That's how you're going to be known. And the Lord agreed with Esdras. And then, as you go on, when you come to verse 40, he gives an example, saying, hey, not every seed that I planted, right, is going to come out good. So the same thing, I'm not going to save everybody in this world, man. And the precept that comes to mind is Jeremiah, right? When the Lord said, I have planted thee a noble vine, right? Let's get that. This is, Jeremiah 2 and verse 21. Yet I had planted thee a noble vine, speaking about Israel, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? He planted Israel a noble vine, wholly a right seed. How then art thou turned into a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? You see, the Lord planted us a noble vine, man. Okay, we're supposed to be the standard of beauty, but what? We have went astray. We did not follow the law, statutes, and commandments, and therefore what? We're turned into a degenerate plant and a strange vine unto him. You see, which ties in with that second Esdras 8 and verse 41. The husbandman planted the seed, and good seeds, right, and bad seeds, but not all the good seed took root, right, and that were sown in the world. So what? Now all people in the world are going to be saved. Okay, because indeed, Israel is the chosen people of the Lord. But what? He says that, hey, he's not going to save all Israel, man. And this on this side. I have to emphasize on that, on this side. Okay, when the nuclear missiles come, so on and so forth on this side. Okay, he's not going to save all of Israel. Because not all the seeds that he planted took root. Okay, because really, who are the ones that's rooted within this world? Not within this world, but really rooted within Yahushua are those that take heed unto the word, right? Because Yahushua did say, if the branch has to abide in him, right, for it to bear fruit, for it to take root. You see, unlike the other seeds, which are a good seed that the Lord planted, but they did not take root, because what? They did not abide in that true vine, which is Yahushua. You see? Oh, Salakia. Let's get that real quick. That's right, vine as well. Yep, this is John 15. You know what? I'm gonna start at verse 1. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Right? Hey, this ties in with that second Esdras 8 and 41, which we just read, man. It always shows you, hey, you gotta go precept upon precept to teach the truth, man. That's why it's written in Isaiah 28, precept upon precept, line upon line. That's how you break down the scriptures, man. You see? Just a quick side note, right? John 15 and verse 2. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, so like it, every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Yes, because indeed it's the word that does wash you. You know, in the book of Ephesians 5, if I'm not mistaken, it tells you that he may cleanse it by the washing of the word. Matter of fact, we'll get that real quick just for the sake of edification, right? If I'm not mistaken, it's Ephesians 5 around the latter end there. Yes, Ephesians 5 and verse 26, and it reads that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word. Yes, that's how we are cleansed. Okay, by the washing of water by the word. You know, also King David, right, in the book of Psalms 119, what did he say? Whereunto a young man may cleanse his way by taking heed unto thy word, roughly paraphrasing, right? So let's go back to John, okay, the book of John 15 and verse 4. Abide in me, and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself except it abide in the vine. No more can ye except ye abide in me. Yahushua is the vine. We have to abide in Yahushua to bear fruit, to take root. You see? Because like we read in 2 Esdras 8, right? Not every good seed that the Lord planteth taketh root. Okay? Only the seeds that abide in the true vine, which is Yahushua, are going to bear fruit. Okay? And that's going to lead to what? To their salvation. You know? And that only a few that's going to abide in the true vine. Because when Yahushua was in the scene 2,000 years ago, okay, amongst our people, okay, did all our people accept him? No, man. The mass majority of our people, they were the ones that falsely accused them to put him to death, man. Okay, that did not believe, okay, when the uproars were going on when Yahushua was preaching, that was them, man. You know, saying, who is this man? Who does he think he is? You know, saying, eat my flesh, drink my blood, right? There was the ones that didn't accept Yahushua, man. Him being the creator. Imagine that. Your creator is here, you know, giving you the blueprints on how to gain salvation, you know, telling you, yo, I'm the one that created you, right? But you won't accept it. Isn't this the son of Joseph? I grew up with this guy. But hey, little do they know, according to prophecy, that's what was supposed to happen. Deuteronomy 18, in verse 18, how that the Lord said he's going to raise up a prophet among us, right? That prophet was Yahushua, man. You know, roughly paraphrasing that scripture. If they understood that, they would have accepted Yahushua. But what? Like we read earlier, Romans 11 verse 7, not all Israel hath received this truth. Not everybody's going to accept Yahushua, man. A lot of people are going to be offended of Yahushua. And that's why they're not going to abide in Yahushua, which is the true vine, and take root. Therefore what? They're going to be missile food, man. All right. Verse 5, I am the vine, ye are the branches. Yes, we are the branches. Us that be of the hope for elect, right? He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me, ye can do nothing. Yes, without Yahushua, we can do nothing, man. All right? Okay, our strength comes from Yahushua, man. You see? A man can receive nothing except the Heavenly Father gives it to him through the Son. Verse 6, if a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch and is withered, and men gather them and cast them into the fire, and they are burnt. Yeah, if you don't abide in Yahushua, then hey, you're going to be part of that many, all right, that's going to be burnt up. Okay, if you don't abide in Yahushua. Hey, the name Yahushua literally means he delivers. So you got to abide in him for you to get delivered, man. But hey, once again, our people are not abiding in Yahushua. They rather go, Isaiah 30 and 1, rather go to Egypt and trust in Egypt for help. Not asking, you know, at the Lord's mouth for counsel. Therefore, hey, when Jacob's trouble's here, when the missiles are in the sky is about to hit ground zero, hey, they're going to die on this side with Esau, Edom, man. Okay? They're going to be part of that many that's going to be burnt up. And then us that's abiding in Yahushua, abiding in that true vine, we're going to be delivered. Being part of that few that's going to be saved, man. Being part of that small remnant. Okay? You see, that's gonna be saved. That's why also scriptures say, that little sanctuary, because this truth is not for everybody, man. Okay, the kingdom to come, the salvation to come is not for everybody. You're not gonna see a nigga in the fathership, man. With his pants sagging. Oh, yo, I didn't know. Oh shit, where am I? Oh, no, man. There's not gonna be no malfunction on a nigga come up in the chariots, man. If they're not abiding in Yahweh Shai right now and in the times to come, man, hey, they're not part of the elect, man. Because that's the only way you're gonna be saved, by abiding in Yahweh Shai. The world to come is for the world that's here is for many, but the world to come is for few. All right. Hey, so I'm gonna close it off here, man, by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wachachodash. Hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. All right. Until next time, I'm gonna say shalom.